Oh, thank you so much. Just telling Roger, this is always one of my favorite places to preview one of my films, and it's my 4th time here, I think.
Yes, it is.
And
we love having you here.
I don't know if I said last time, but I wrote Crazy Heart when I was living here in Santa Barbara. Thank you. And I literally just left Jeff Bridges moments ago.
Yeah, his birthday party.
Yes. Jeff changed my life, and here I am.
When I introduced your film, I mentioned that although it is a Western, this film deals with subjects that are so timely, today, about reconciliation and healing, and also about inclusion. Can you talk about?
Yeah, when I was. Look, I guess anybody who's a film director, I'll start with Robert Duvall, who's a mentor of mine and close pal. He said the English have Shakespeare, the French have Moliere, and we have the American Western. Mm-hmm. And I think there's some truth to that. So I think any director who really loves cinema and wants to pay homage to some of the great films of all time will eventually make a Western. I could never have done a film like this as my first film because it was an incredibly difficult shoot and an incredibly difficult film to make. But as I was writing it, it was clear to me that we were living in very polarized times. I just didn't realize how polarized when the film came out. It is a Western in a sense. Certainly in locale and in era. It does pay homage to the psychological westerns of Anthony Mann. Certainly, there are a few shots in here that are directly taken from The Searchers.
Yeah, John Ford.
Yes, but I wanted it to really feel very modern in a sense that there are a lot of voices that are shouting to be heard in America today, and there isn't a lot of listening, and there's a lot of partisanship. And it felt to me that if the film in any way could spark a conversation about inclusion and healing and reconciliation, then I will have done my job, because it felt to me that when you start off a film with a man like Christian Bale, who's been indoctrinated by the United States government to fight the Indian Wars and to have a very deep-seated hatred, and then to see him over the course of the film really begin to understand his rivals and those that he was forced to imprison, that you could see that it's possible for anyone, because his views were so disparate from the Cheyenne. And conversely with the Cheyenne, for these two men to really have grown to better understand one another, to better respect one another, and then a sense of healing, because it's at the end of the film that Christian's character puts his life on the line in the honor of Native Americans.